Good morning, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wiens, I'm in Lebanon, and we just drove from Beirut to the northern mountains. It was about an hour-and-a-half drive, a gorgeous drive. Today we are going to be focusing on northern mountain Lebanese food. We're going to visit some sites, some attractions in the mountains as well, some of the monasteries, and we are going to start with breakfast. What's the name of this village? Hadath. We just arrived to a village called Hadath El Jebbeh, and it was about an hour-and-a-half drive from the center of Beirut, but the drive was spectacular. The mountains, the scenery, the air is cool and fresher. You can smell the pine in the air, the cedars, and we are gonna start with breakfast. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, I'm Ward.
Oh, Ward, nice to
Welcome.
meet you. That's awesome.
How are you?
Very good.
Good? You'd like to have a coffee at the beginning?
Sure.
Yes?
Yes, thank you very much.
If it's a good coffee, you will see from the color. When you put it in the haida, it's not too brown. It's light. It's a good coffee.
Yeah, you can see the color of it.
Yeah. Like it with or without sugar?
Without those. Yeah, I can drink it all day long.
So 4 years ago, I worked with the municipality in a rural tourism project. We start to know more about our heritage, about the nature, and how much is important to keep this heritage. And then I got this place for my fathers, and I like the idea that I can make a small business and to have to make money, and not to leave my hometown. I start to make the decoration, and actually it's all. The idea, the concept is more village. Is when you enter, you feel like you are at home. The chairs and the tables are very old, maybe more than 100 years, and I got them from our basement.
Oh, okay.
So everything was in our home, in my grandfather's home.
Cool.
So what you will eat today, it's local, a small breakfast, and the other part is our mountain dishes. So
Okay.
it's not the Lebanese one, the mountain,
Like
what we do in the mountain.
Regional specialties.
Yeah. So it's heavy a bit, it's hot, but it's nice.
Okay, so she's getting ready to cook some of the breakfast dishes as well as some of the mountain dishes that are unique to here.
The mixture of the lamb and the beef and the grass of the lamb, we boil it for 7 hours. And then I have now a small quantity now. I put them in this jar, and there is no need to keep it in the fridge. It's already boiled and salty.
Clay vessel of Awarma. It's one of the greatest ingredients, foods. Lamb, kind of like minced and then salted and preserved. So it's like sitting in its own fat. It just like hangs out in its own fat before you cook it.
Do it like this, because if it's not thin, it will be uncooked.
This is the one with garlic sauce?
Yes.
Awesome.
And then
Oh,
I
okay.
cut it
Okay.
like this, small pieces. Traditional and a winter dish. So we have this.
She's gonna make us a couple of different dishes, but right now she's just showing us, it's called Macaroon Toum, which is the
Macaroon Toum.
little kind of like pasta in a garlic sauce.
We boil those to get cooked, you see?
All right.
The sauce inside, because of the dough and the flour, becomes thick.
Oh, okay. So that's like the starch.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are wild herbs. In Arabic, the name is الطايفة.
Oh, this is bulgur. Bulgur. This is a very regional, very seasonal dish. Everything organic. What I love is she's using everything organic, everything local, everything like from right here, from the mountain. And those onions smell amazing.
I always cook with olive oil,
Awesome.
so it has a very nice taste and smell. Now we put this.
The bulgur goes in.
We mix the bulgur.
We'll go way down.
It will go down.
Okay.
Garlic and sour. This is the garlic.
And so the garlic is made with garlic and vegetable oil?
Yes.
All right.
If there's tools involved,
You can
I'm
smell?
always in. You know what? I would just really love to have just taste that tool. Just a little low.
And what do you think?
Wow.
It's amazing. Yeah, so this is specific to this region or all over Lebanon?
It's specific for the mountain village.
Okay.
Not everybody do this, just the mountain, because during our winter is very cold, so you need
Hardy.
some heavy dishes
Heavy food,
and
hardiness.
to make you warm and to make you feel full.
Okay. And she's getting
Now
ready
I
to
will
squeeze in a
squeeze.
lemon. Oh wow. Oh, the fumes. That smells incredible.
And we will taste again. Now with the sauce. To the top. And what I put here, this, we call it in Arabic, Hamud al-Husrum.
Okay, let me
So,
translate.
yeah.
You know the very small grapes when they're really, really sour?
Yeah.
They're called Husrum. And this is the Husrum molasses or the Husrum
Sour.
sour seed.
Like it's very
Very sour.
To the vegetable, once it's sauteed down, she then added some of the sour grape, the young grape juice sauce made into a sauce. He explained that in the winter there's no lemons, so lemons are commonly used in food. But in the winter there's no lemons for that sourness. They use the sour young grape juice. Okay, and it's time for another taste test of it.
hot. Beware.
Oh, oh wow.
It needs some salt or something.
No, it's perfect. I think it's perfect. The bulgur gives a little crunch, a little texture to it.
Wow. It feels delicious and it feels healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially
I taste the pasta now. She sprinkled on a little more olive oil, and then that garlic. You can just smell that garlic. It's beautiful. Wow.
More lemon.
You can taste the lemon. I think maybe a little bit of lemon. We're always okay with more lemon.
More lemon and more oil. I think.
That's like the most comforting food.
Another goosebump coming.
Should we put a bit of oil? Mainly we use the butter with the meat thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Ah, she's Lebanese.
Yeah.
You are half Lebanese, half Jordan.
Quarter. Grandma.
So, see, this is what I told you, the handmade pottery. So the Labneh, it's like this.
Oh, so this is the Labneh.
Yeah, when the yogurt is dry, we take them out. So it's a bit creamy, like this. Yeah. It's kind of cheese. We don't eat it during the winter because we don't give milk. So you see, This is Shanklish. You see, it's blue. It becomes blue. So this, it's a dairy product. It comes, we boil the yogurt. It's like the Labneh, but with the yogurt. And we put it in this big piece of cloth and we wait until it gets dry. And then we make those balls.
Right now she's preparing all of the side dishes, all of the accompanying dishes to the main dishes. So the vegetables, the cheeses, the seasonal products. And there's this special cheese in the mountains of Lebanon called Shanklish, which is, it's a ball of cheese made from yogurt. Then that forms a layer, a skin of mold around it. So you peel the skin, that's gonna be amazing. Oftentimes in the city, they might mix it with tomatoes and onions to like tone down the intensity of the flavor. But here she says she serves it plain with olive oil. That's it, so you get the pure taste. Thank you.
Don't have it all.
Oh, just a bit, okay.
Yeah, because it's strong.
Aroma is not too strong. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, no, it's like, it's not even that like cheesy of a taste. I mean, it is kind of milky, sour, salty. What's amazing is it's so crumbly. Oh man.
It's yummy. It's very easy, hey, to do. But you know, when you use this, you don't put a lot.
When you're done, I want to taste it alone and see.
Yeah.
After all the cooking, and the cooking has been marvelous, Ward is, she's amazing. But the moment, the moment of that we've been waiting for,
Climax.
the climax has arrived. This is going to be the dish.
And the Awarma, it's my mate. Dinner.
Any kind, okay?
We're getting excited.
That was perfect.
So always when you cook the Awarma, you should remember that you don't have to put more salt with what you add. What's special about this pottery, it's remain hot for at least 30 minutes.
You overtry.
Wait. Oh, you can smell it. And it's not completely cooked because they will continue to cook in the clay pot. All those fumes, all the awarma. Oh, it smells so good. The meatiness of that, the lamminess of that. All the food is on the table. It is a feast. Everything prepared by hand, everything from this region, everything local, organic. A scoop of the pasta. And it's okay to kind of mix everything. You eat the pasta, you eat the awarma. Okay, I have to begin with the awarma and the eggs. It's more like a kind of like a scramble of awarma and eggs. Oh, and if you were to like squeeze it down, lamb oil fat would just squeeze out like a sponge. It's like a sponge of lamb fat. Put this onto my plate. This bread is amazing too. It's so like paper thin. If you could see how thin that is, almost transparent. You can almost like see through it. It's so thin. And then you make kind of a cone shape. I cannot wait to try this egg. Oh yes, when you press down with your bread, you can just feel the lamb fat just kind of like oozing.
Maya.
Oh wow. Just feel the lamb oil just squeezing out of it when you take a bite. Oh, thank you, Gord. This is some of the salad.
From the garden.
It's otherworldly.
I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna talk.
Hold it in your mouth.
Yeah.
This is the Lebanese way. We can't let you eat normally. You can.
The Lebanese way, you can't let you eat normally. Yes. That's the quote of the day. As Ward keeps serving me more food, she said, You have to eat the Lebanese. We can't let you eat normally. You have to eat the Lebanese way. As she loads my plate, the dishes. Okay, we got to try more of the pasta. The Macaroon Toum. You can just smell the aroma of garlic just pouring off of it.
Very nice.
في حدا ما أخذ بقلة؟
Oh wow. That squeeze of lemon. And now that it's been sitting for a little bit, the garlic sauce is even like condensified. Like it's even thicker and richer and creamier and garlickier. So for this salad, all she did was mix the leaf with some salt, olive oil, and the sour grape juice. So instead of lemon, the sour grape juice.
Sahtan. Sahtan means bon appetit in Arabic. Sahtan, so bon appetit twice.
I have the salad juices.
Some juice buildup.
So I'm gonna use the juice with the qataifa, the juice from the salad. Just really get in there. Wow. Like a celebration of flavors and citrus and acidity and just wonderful.
Pick up some of this seasonal vegetable that this is the one she cooked down with the bulgur and a little bit of the sour grape juice. Okay, she started off with this huge bundle of this vegetable. When she cooked it, it went like, it wilted so far down. But then when you take a bite, it also like straight up like wilts down in your mouth again. Two different types of the Shanklish. One is the fresh one that she peeled in front of us, chopped it up, mixed it with olive oil. The other one is a more aged, and you can see that it has a darker yellow color to it. I'm gonna taste them back to back so we can taste the difference. This one is the younger Shanklish, and she said to mix it up. We have instructions to mix it up so that the oil rises to the surface.
That's true.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
You like this, and then like this.
Ah.
So you make like
You have
a
a
lock.
perfect vessel.
So when you want to use this, see?
Oh yeah, perfect.
Locked.
That's experience right there. It's locked, and you keep your fingers clean.
And this is setting for you
Thank you.
to taste the other.
The other Shanklish. Okay. One more bite.
One more bite of
The other
this.
Shanklish is amazing. Like the freshness of it. I mean, it has this like yogurty sourness to it, but like it's not that strong. It's like, yeah, it's perfect. Let's try the aged one.
سلمني عليهم. بدك بعد معكروم توم يا فادي؟
Like it's more of a crunchy dry cheese.
ليه؟
You can taste like herbs in there, and then it's like, oh, that's complex
And the cucumber, they also go very well with the goat cheese.
with the goat cheese. So juicy, so refreshing, just pure. Kishk.
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 So this is made from the goat yogurt, like dried, and then made into kind of a powder. And then she just stirred it around and added some garlic in there, and then just stirred it around until it thickened, until it like bubbled and thickened. So I will take some of this, put this directly into, put this into the bread. Oh yes. Yeah, it almost turns into kind of like a porridge consistency. My first time to ever try it.
Yes.
Oh yes.
It's a surprising flavor.
Yeah, it's a surprising flavor. The saltiness, the complexity, like the slightly aged, slightly fermented taste to it, that tastes like herbs of the mountain in a porridge.
That's very good.
Passed through an animal. Time to try the Labneh, which is one of the greatest dairy products of this area with olive oil. So like creamy, so foamy, so thick, perfectly sour.
But what the food you're serving to people is, I would say two words: real and relevant. It's real as it gets, and relevant. You have relevant things from the mountains, from the season, from our culture, from our lives, from grandma again. Don't forget grandma.
But she also made a cake with almonds on it.
This.
Really good. Entire almond essence.
Spongy texture.
Yeah.
Very nice, actually.
It is.
Really?
And for the very first time to anybody ever, he revealed to my...
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
It was amazing.
Thank
really,
you.
really
Is that
good.
yours?
Yes, I was saving that for the camera being on. She makes the awarma, she sells it here. You can bring a bottle home with you, and that's exactly what both Fadi and I are gonna do. If it makes it home, we might be snacking on it in the van. We might finish the bottle in the van. Preserved salted lamb and its fat. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. The words that characterize that meal are love in the food and every ingredient tasting the way it should. Before we leave the village though, just 100 meters down the road, we're stopping at a 900-year-old church. It was built back in 1113. It's a St. Daniel church. Unbelievably beautiful, built from stone. The arches, the like triangular arches.
So the Maronites, it's an Oriental church. Originally, the monk who founded this order is Saint Maron, okay, who came from Syria. And his disciples came to Lebanon in the 4th century, and they inhabited the Kadisha Valley, among other valleys. Okay. So this is a Maronite church.
We're making another quick stop in the village to pick some fruit just because it's season. It's season right now. Ying is very excited, right Ying?
هيدا جد هيدا لوز.
Loz, almonds.
Passing apples and almonds. Okay.
تاكل جد أكيد.
And we just happen to be here at perfect time for cherry season.
يلا ناطر.
Look at these beautiful, they're like perfectly ripened.
بعد عندك كل شيء دراء.
Beautiful Lebanese cherries.
لا لا مش جاذبية جاب المدريس لا مش جاذبية هي فوق عيني فوق بقول لك لالو فوق.
Oh wow. Yes.
هون نحن 1450 حماوي.
Oh, the flavor, the complexity, the hint of bitterness, the juicy sweetness. Oh, but there's even riper red ones. Okay, let's try a riper red one. Nothing compares to eating fresh fruit right off the tree.
The more you eat, the happier he gets.
هيدا
what is that?
هيدا اسمه كاليفورني.
Michael, what's that? Somebody's been enjoying cherries.
حبة 6000 عربي إن شاء الله.
And this is actually, it's the home, or it's
The
also
summer-
the
summer
monastery?
residency.
Summer residency
Of the Maronite
of the
Patriarch.
Maronite Patriarch. We're also going to get a view of the Kadisha Valley from here before we descend into the Kadisha Valley. Oh, this is unbelievable. You come out onto this little plank, which is on a little piece of rock overlooking the valley, hanging over the valley, a full 360 view of the Kadisha Valley. It feels like you're flying standing right here. The water, the wind just whipping through the valley, the mountains surrounding you, the villages around here. Oh, this is magical.
Kadisha means holy,
Okay.
the holy valley.
Holy Valley.
Okay. See, the biggest monastery is the Kannubin, Lady of Kannubin Monastery, and it's inhabited by nuns, not by monks.
From here we are descending into the Kadisha Valley to visit a monastery. Along the side of the mountain, straight down, look at that cliff drop off. Caves. That was about a 20-minute drive down into the Kadisha Valley. We've arrived to Mar Elisha Monastery, or Elisha's Monastery. It's so gorgeous, surrounded by olive trees, the fruit trees. You can see the monastery going up the face of the rock, up the cliff, and we're climbing the stairs now. What they've done, as with many of the monasteries, is half of the monastery is covered by the cave. This side you can see is a cavity in the rock, and then the other half was built out of stone. The construction, like the face, the entrance of the monastery. Oh, you've got like this amazing divide, which is half cave, half like man-made structure. Wow. You can immediately feel that cold air in just your voice echoing. And you can sit down on little wood stumps. There's a small little chapel. One more thing before leaving the monastery. Jeb was just explaining to me that farmers would come into the monastery thirsty from the farm, from the village, and so there's always water at the front that you can drink in this clay pitcher. Got a bunch of water down my shirt, but that's wonderful. Yeah, it keeps cool in this clay vessel as well. Okay. That air is just getting colder and colder as we go up the mountain, higher in elevation. We just made it to a national park. This is a landmark, an emblem of Lebanon. This is what Lebanon is known for thousands of years. Thank you. Here it is. That is a cedar of Lebanon, a cedar of God. And throughout history, the cedars of Lebanon, they've been used and prized by everyone from the Egyptians to the Phoenicians to the Assyrians. The cedars of Lebanon, they are mentioned over 75 times in the Bible, and it's just an amazing tree. Here's one we can like actually touch at the base. Look at the size of this cedar. It's massive, enormous, and what's amazing is the shelves of leaves and branches that just come out of it, that sprout out of it, providing shade, providing life. It's an amazing tree that has just been prized for civilizations throughout the history of this area of the entire world. One of the reasons of why they're also, they're known as the cedars of Lebanon, but why they're also known as the cedars of God is not only are they mentioned 75 times in the Bible, but also they are believed from this forest and from this entire region where the cedars of Lebanon grow. This is where they got the cedars to build the Temple of Solomon. So we're gonna have the sahlab here?
Sahlab. Yes.
That is unique. First thing they brought over are like digestive cookies, little crackers, and cornflakes.
I can already see the difference and why they were surprised when I said extras, because this looks like a whole meal. This is thicker than the one we have in Jordan. The one we have in Jordan, we just drink it in a cup.
Okay, so we drove into the center of a town called Ekden. This town, specifically Ekden, is known for it. And even though like around even other cities in Lebanon, Jordan, they make it a total different way where it's more of a drink. This looks like it's just a straight bowl of yogurt almost. Oh, it's hot. I can see only from the steam. Yeah, that's very hot. What is it? Yeah, it's just like milky, pretty neutral milky pudding kind of. Typically eaten only in the winter, but then I guess because of the demand, people eat it year round now. But it's like a milk pudding, yeah. I mean, it's almost like a breakfast. We made it back to the monastery where we're gonna sleep tonight. That was an interesting time in Echten and just kind of walking around. And today's been a fantastic day. I want to say a big thank you, first of all, to USAID for funding my trip and Fadi to Lebanon, to travel around Lebanon. So they took care of the logistics and putting together this trip. And I also want to say a big thank you to you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe now, and also click the little bell icon so that you get notified of the next video that I publish. Good night from Lebanon. Oh, and if you haven't seen all the videos in this entire Lebanon series, be sure to, I'll leave the link in the description box so you can watch the entire playlist. Click on that link so you can watch the entire playlist. Thanks again for watching. Good night from the Kadisha Valley in Lebanon. See you on the next video.